Everybody's on social media. Everybody wants to know, how do I get attention? Because today money follows attention. So if you get really, really good at getting attention, captivating that attention, and then building the relationship on the back end, you're gonna crush it. So we're gonna share with you this gorgeous formula that you're going to love, and we're gonna give you some really cool examples. So some actionable tips and posts and strategies. I know that we're gonna tickle your fancy today with our PowerPoint.
So this is gonna be straight fire if you want more exposure, if you want more attention, you wanna generate more leads, you want people reaching out saying what you got, what's going on, you want more followers, more friend requests, let us know in the comments.
Okay.
Would that help your business?
Yeah.
Would any of us watching like more comments, more followers, more engagement, more exposure, more views on your stories?
Let's dive into it because we have some really good stuff to cover with you all. It's gonna get a little bit technical, but I think you're gonna appreciate it because I'm a really big fan. When I join any kind of training or masterclass, I want to get inspired and see the big vision, but I also want to walk away with something that I can do like tonight and create results. But also most importantly, I want you guys to know that every training that we create, we always elevate ourselves to say, okay, is this something that could be duplicatable, right? Because I know most of us are inside the network marketing profession, and here's what it is. It's not about what works, it's about what duplicates. So we got you covered. Don't worry. I highly recommend you maybe even take some notes, but let's get to it. These are our top 5 best social media post types to up your engagement, to up your bottom line, and to raise some eyebrows and bring more customers and more teammates to your business. All right, let's go ahead. So number 1.
Live videos. This has been our number 1 way over the last 7 years to build a personal brand, to build a following, build an audience. In fact, it started off as us doing pre-recorded videos because there was no such thing as live video. Live videos are still the most dominant way for you to crush it on social media. And look, you can do live videos on Instagram now. I believe even LinkedIn has live video. I don't know if that's for everybody, but it is an option. And it's so great because you just never know who's watching. You never know who's gonna share your video or come across your content. But what I love about Facebook Live is when it's over, right? You can take that live video and you can chop it up and repurpose it if you choose to for a podcast, for IGTV, for a YouTube or a blog post, for whatever you want to use it for. And hello, you can run watch parties. You know, like I'll jump into the comments of an older live video from a year ago, 4 years ago, drop a comment, and all of a sudden it's back in the news feed. People are re-engaging on a video that you recorded years ago. Think about how freaking powerful that is, that you could do a live video in a group, a live video on your wall, your business page, wherever, and people can watch the recording of that video years later. Like, that's crazy when you think about it. So anyway, we love live video. It's still number 1. Do you have to do live videos?
No.
No. I know people crushing it on TikTok. We know people crushing it on Insta stories or not doing Facebook Lives at all, but using Facebook, just doing different strategies. We're just saying for us. And a lot of our top leaders, a lot of our top friends, the most successful people we know in this space, they're doing live videos.
Okay, cool. Number 2, did you see it coming? It's stories. And it's kind of crazy, right? Like if you think about the path that this whole medium went through. So initially it was launched as its own platform.
Right. Snapchat, that's how Snapchat blew up.
It blew up.
That's where it started. So Instagram and Facebook stories, even LinkedIn.
I know.
Has LinkedIn stories.
YouTube, there's LinkedIn stories, there's Facebook, Instagram stories. But I do want to zoom in inside today's training. I think it's really, really powerful on how do we now structure your, like, you know, maybe a set of 4 to 5 story pieces to actually create curiosity, right? Something that you can do to raise eyebrows in the marketplace around your product or your business. And most importantly, something that you can take to your team and teach to your team. So John, let's talk about how do we structure your Instagram story, right? So we have 4 bullet points for you to keep in mind. Point number 1 is you got to have a hook. So you may want to ask an interesting question or a qualifying question. So John, give us an example.
So asking a question, right? Like how many of you struggle with fill in the blank?
Yeah.
How many of you would like more fill in the blank? How many hours do you sleep? Like sometimes it can just be more of an engagement question. Sometimes it can be a question with the poll feature where you're giving them multiple choice. So Instagram wants people to spend more time on their platform. Facebook wants people to spend more time on their platform. So when there's polls and you're using the different features, you're asking questions, you're creating conversation, you're being social on social media, because ultimately that's what it's all about. You've got to build relationships. You've got to engage in conversation. If there's no dialogue, if you're not having real authentic interactions with your people, then what are you doing on social media?
I know.
Truth be told, that's why so many people struggle, because they're just coming at them, guns blazing, pitching and selling, or they never even create conversation. They're just sitting back twiddling their thumbs waiting for people to come to them.
I know. Okay, number 2, we then think of really fun ways to share the benefits and or results. This could be yours, this could be your customers, this could be somebody on the team. Number 3, you're gonna actually show them how it works. Like how many of you guys have a product that's really easy to take, whether it's a packet, you put it in the water, you shake it up, let's say it's a pre-workout, like one of my very favorite products of all time that our company has is this pre-workout product. And so you mix it in the water, 15-20 seconds or minutes later, it's like your body starts to tingle, and it's a sure sign your booty better get engaged ASAP, right? So you can then go ahead and ask a question, share the benefits, show them how to mix it, like legit show it to people to show the simplicity of your product, right?
And you can do that with makeup, with the skincare regimen.
Any type of product.
Any product to show them the benefit, do demonstrations, show them the usage.
You never, ever, ever want to give away the end into the movie. Matter of fact, let me just say number 4, you want to have a CTC. Now that stands for call to comment, and you could have so much fun with that, right? You can have, those poll options and say, want to know more details or more deeds, ? And then the first option would be OBS, like obviously. And then the second box would be yes, please. So both
options are
responses,
yes.
You know what I mean? Okay, so you can play with that. And then obviously you're going to want to keep track of who's watching your story, be responding to them. And then the pro tip is you still want to keep that 80-20 ratio in mind. John, you touched on that, where 80% of the time you are showing up with value. You are showing up with something funny, something relatable. People are getting to know you. But then the 20% of the time that you do teach them through this structure, you're still skillfully, my friends, repeat after me, skillfully. Let's say this is the name of your product, that's your company. You want to see how I'm doing it? See that? Curiosity. You go, oh my gosh, can she please move her gorgeous manicured hand? I want to know what it is. And it drives people crazy. It drives people crazy when we don't know all the details. It's like that itch we talked about. It's like you're become this mosquito. You bit them and now they're like, I got to know, right? And they're going to reach out to you. So you want to be really kind of mysterious.
Right.
Okay, number 3 is giveaways. Oh my gosh. How many of you drop me a thumbs up below if you are a fan of a deal or you're a fan of a giveaway or do this, you'll get this, right? We all love it. Now, I thought it was just me because I'm Russian and I'm such a hustler, but I've noticed in my many years of being an entrepreneur that we all love it, especially when it's somebody that we know on social media is doing a giveaway. And you guys, if you go to Google and you just type into Google giveaway ideas. Like there's so many different directions that you can go. And I felt we really didn't spend a lot of time on that, right? Because probably inside your company, inside your team, people are doing it. But I wanted to pick on Angela here because she's done an amazing job with giveaways. And I really love that she even polled her audience. What's really cool, you can do this in your stories. You can do this as your main post. And see how she made it really simple. Hey, I'm doing a giveaway. Which would you rather want as a prize? And it's like that really fun, nonchalant way to promote, right?
It's so smart.
The product.
You're asking your audience, what would you like to win? And then you, number one, are creating attention for your products that you're going to be giving away. So you're getting attention. You'll probably get some sales out of that. Number two, obviously, then you can have a giveaway that's tied to whatever product most people would want to win. Hello. In general, giveaways are money in the bank. I'm telling you right now, if you're not getting attention on your social, find a way with your customers or with your audience or with your whole team to do a giveaway. And I wanted to share this with you. This is something I posted yesterday. I was just like thinking how I would like to create more of a conversation around this giveaway. If you won $5,000 today, what would you do with the money? Now, of course, a lot of people are just straight up answering that question. But what I did is I dropped into the comments yesterday after I did the post, like maybe an hour or two later, let it get some engagement, let it get some traction. And I said, well, we are doing a $5,000 giveaway this month. All you have to do is a simple post on your wall. Let me know if you would like the details, so you can get entered into the drawing. Now you can see it got a ton of responses, a ton of, just engagement, the comment itself in the post. So essentially this giveaway created a lot of attention. So I think it's a really powerful strategy for those of you that are wanting, and look, by the way, it doesn't have to be $5,000. It could be you just giving away one of your products. It could be you giving away $50, a Starbucks gift card. It doesn't have to be $5,000, all right? This is the most we've ever done, but you can see where in the comments, if you were to go to my wall, you would see in the comments, I then started responding to all those comments, giving them an update or letting them know I added them to a chat. Anyway, I don't want to go on a whole deep dive on this. I just need you to understand there's things you can give away that don't cost money or cost very little. But it's about just getting that conversation going and then finding ways over time to be most effective. Because here's the deal. Sometimes you do a giveaway and you get crickets. Sometimes you try to do a giveaway and it doesn't do too well. That's fine. But ultimately, this is a really great strategy that you can use on any platform in any company.
I love it. That's so good. Okay, next, let's scooch over to number 4, our top 5 all-time best social media post types. Number 4 is going to be Reels or TikToks. Let me know in the comments if you are a fan of that type of modality. Now, if you're new and you go, I don't even know what that means, I'm going to back it off to TikTok, because essentially TikTok is what started the whole thing. And then Instagram brought it on. And now Reels is part of the Instagram platform, right? Now, TikTok is a social media video app that allows you to create and share short clips of you doing funny sketches. There's a lot of lip syncing, there's dancing, or providing value in an interesting way. And this is a really neat way to create videos. Like, that was honestly my favorite thing when I dove into the platform. I just really love creativity on the platform, and then you can model other people's really cool videos. You don't have to create stuff from scratch. Like, the whole point of that app is that you see what's working and then you make your own version of that video. So you can speed them up, you can slow it down, you can chop them up with ease. No need for complicated strategies, you all. Can I hear an amen in the comments, right? Because this whole social media thing can get carried away on a bus to Neverland with all these things that you go, who has time?
For those of you that feel like live video is not for you, you're struggling with Instagram, because I get it. Instagram is not my favorite either. I don't spend a lot of time over there. In fact, a lot of my posts on TikTok are simply repurposed from Facebook. So our team luckily does that. I love our team, our virtual team. They'll take a really good Facebook post and they'll use that for Instagram, for Twitter, for all these different places. But I spend the majority of my time on Facebook. So for those of you that are like, this is overwhelming, you can still just focus on Facebook. But those of you that are bored on Facebook, those of you that are not getting traction on Facebook or Instagram or whatever, TikTok is interesting because you can start an account today and go viral. You can't go viral on YouTube at this point, unless you're extremely talented, right? You have a talent of some sort. Same thing with IG, same thing with all these like more established platforms. TikTok, you could literally start an account right now and go viral. Now, is it likely that'll happen? No, of course not, but it's possible. It's the only platform where that can truly happen without a following, and it's so much fun. So if you're creative, if you're somebody that just wants something fresh, I'm telling you, we've got people absolutely killing it on TikTok. In fact, this is an example. We have a product, it's called a lip plumper. And this is someone that did a lip plumper video where she did kind of a before and after, and it blew up.
And you can see engagement. Look, it says it right there. I just took a screenshot of it right here.
64,000 hearts, 500 comments.
And look how many shares.
And there was like 200 customers acquired from that one video. A ton of shares. 9,200 shares. That's crazy. Amanda Nicole Morris is crushing it on TikTok. One of our top sellers, top producers. She's lost a ton of weight, because she got really laser focused and committed on her health, using our supplements, eating right, exercising. She made some life-altering decisions, but she was sharing her journey over on TikTok, and she has like over 100,000 followers on TikTok in like a year. You can be inspirational over there. You can be creative over there. You can dance. There's a lot of, I like the funny videos. Like I'm big on the humor. Nadia loves the funny videos. Like we probably watch more of the videos that make us laugh than anything else, right? Like my kids love the dancing videos, but they're kids, right? So there's actually, I think out of all of the, millions and millions of people on TikTok, it's like 50% are over the age of 35. So if you say I'm too old for TikTok, well, that's just wrong.
So number 5, we call it now our picture post. Now we played with words. I think you're going to love it. So let's show you exactly what that means. Because all of these, like majority of this is video, then you got giveaways. So now let's throw in some really cool picture posts into the mix to just kind of diversify your content. So A stands for awe-inspiring before and after. When I go through, like I've looked at thousands and thousands of posts. I mean, we've created so many trainings around what works best on social media. We constantly look at our own statistics of what people are enjoying the best. And usually it's some kind of transformation. It doesn't have to be a crazy drastic result. And this is why for those of you guys that are representing, I don't care what you're representing, there has to be a way to create those before and after, because honestly, people buy results. Like they don't buy products, they don't buy services, people buy the end result. And then how can we create either a picture, a TikTok, whatever, to showcase that transformation? And then that really, really works, right? Now, W stands for Wintastic Gratitude Result. Okay, so this is really beautiful.
Wintastic.
Because
I like that word.
I want you to think about this, right? How do you show up to social media and sometimes once in a while showcase how well you're doing or just the result you've created without being braggadocious?
You don't want to be braggadocious.
Nobody likes that. But how do you do it? Well, you do it in a result with gratitude.
It has to have gratitude attached to it.
Give us an example, baby.
Well, like if you're buying your dream home, right? You're buying your dream car, you're paying off your debt, something that's really amazing. You hit some top rank. You want to brag about it. You want to brag about the success you're having, but you don't want to come off as braggadocious. You got to talk about where you came from, how things used to look, what you've been through, because people want to know that they can have the glory, but they need to know the story. Right? People want to hear the testimonial, but they also want to know how you were tested and how you passed that test, how you overcame, right? They want to know what obstacles and what you were up against, So share that, share what you've experienced, share the challenges and the trials and tribulations that you had to overcome to get to where you are today, and recognize the journey, recognize the struggle, recognize, where you were and how grateful you are for the people that supported you or the people that mentored you, whatever it is. So, and that's more of an extreme example, right? Some of you might not quite be buying your dream car yet. The key word is yet. You haven't paid off your debt yet. You haven't hit that top rank yet. But that's also why you want to take people on the journey with you, right? Don't be afraid to talk about your struggle. Don't be afraid to, share with people what you're going through. You don't want to speak from an open wound.
Right.
You should speak from a scar.
And I always think to myself, if somebody just stumbled upon this video, it's their first introduction to my brand, would I be proud of that?
Right.
It's good to check in with that. It's good to check in with that. Okay, moving on. Let's go to E. Stands for intertraining.
Right.
Now, we are huge fans of that, right? Because I love to learn and I love to laugh.
Same.
And can we double task?
My favorite trainers and trainings were the ones that made me laugh.
Yeah.
When I was cracking up. If I'm not laughing, I'm probably gonna yawn through my nose. We want to have fun.
Right.
Because it's not fun. It's just boring. It's a job. Then you're doing something like a job.
Right.
It's boring like a job.
Yeah.
Most people went out of their job. So have some fun.
I know. I really love it. So I think it was a really high point. Like, we wanted to leave you on a high note. So when in doubt, just have fun with it. And do me a favor, if you love this episode, drop us a like, subscribe to the channel. And most importantly, we love to hear your biggest takeaways.
Yeah.
Because ideas are plenty, but implementation is key. And so share with us either A, what was the biggest takeaway? Or B, share with us what is going to be the one thing you're going to put into work right away. Because at the end of the day, that's all that counts, right? Inspiration, that causes information constipation. And then you feel, bloated, and then there's no action, and then there's no results. So yes, jump on our Facebook Lives. Yes, listen to our blog post and read all the good things. But what's important is that we inspire you to go take an action step.
That's right.
We're so proud of you. Thank you for being here with us and giving us your best energy. John is sweating. I can smell it.
It's not true. She's using my joke.
I know. Did it work?
No, but I do smell you.
All right, that's it.
Got her.
Has to go.